Here we are, Tom.
Sorry.
You're with Tom and Fern. We're running a little bit late. This is maybe not live, but something happened on the way to the...
I was rushing here for the segment like I always do. Got in a little fender bender. It was my fault. Called the cops. Got a little fine. Got a couple of points. But I'm here. I'm in a fighting mood. Never knock me down, Tom. You never knock me down.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go IK on you here, Gino.
Yeah, please don't go IK. But have you ever heard... we tried to go back over this, where a starting quarterback got belted by a teammate, essentially putting him out for half the season or more.
Yeah, and actually now the Jets are more favored to get a few wins to win the division now.
Did you hear some of the jokes? I thought the best one was on Conan when he said the Jets get rid of the one guy who hits.
That's right.
I mean, what are they doing? But you really have to go back to, we're going to, in the promo, talk about some of the more famous sports fights. Which one comes to your mind? I know which one you're going to take.
All right, I'm going to take Kermit Washington slamming down Rudy Tomjanovich, 1977, I believe. Right. Lakers v. Houston Rockets.
Right.
And anyway, Kareem and what was the other guy's name?
The center, Kunit. Two 7-footers sort of just pawing at each other.
Yeah, they're pawing at each other, and Rudy starts running down the floor. Kermit Johnson turns around, just levels him with the overhand.
Basically rearranged his face.
Pull the blood, spinal fluid. It was really the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Except
for my fender bender just out here. Well, no, but see, that was a situation where a teammate, an opponent was hitting an opponent. I've never really heard of a teammate hitting another teammate in a locker room. If you want to go back to that famous Starback, Clint Longley, a lot of you guys don't know, Starbucks backup in the Starbucks backup. I'm thinking of coffee here. Relieved them in Thanksgiving Day game 74 through touchdown passes. Came out of nowhere. The next year he belted Roger as he was putting on his shoulder pads in the locker room. Ran out the locker room. No one ever saw him again. The Palace, Malice in the Palace, Detroit Pistons. How about the one where Kevin Gilbride and Buddy Ryan went at it? Remember on the sideline?
Yeah, that was good.
Remember that punch?
I like that.
You know, looked like a kind of an elderly man punch trying to reach for a jar he wouldn't open, but it was sort of that punch that missed. But I feel like.
Do you want to explain these?
Well, actually, these were given to me by the Bucks last year when I was sick at Moffitt, and they sent me down saying get better. And like I said before, I think they were thinking more positive coverage from me. But if anything else, it's gone the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So actually, we're talking about back to the fights, because I know these have never landed anything.
These have never. I almost put these on the other way. Exactly.
So I'm gonna call out one of my favorites when you had two teams not fighting each other, but fighting the fans. You know where I'm going with this?
I know where you're going. You did your research. Are we talking about
10-cent beer night?
10-cent
beer night in Cleveland. Now this was a great idea. Let's see, it was 1974, and so the Cleveland's not drawing anybody, and so they have 10-cent beer night, right?
And no limit.
And you could get in for 98 cents.
Right.
So for like $2. Can you do the math for me, please?
10 beers.
10 beers. 10 beers and a ticket to the game, right?
So remember, I'm a pugilist. I have trouble counting.
So anyway, so what happened is the week before this, 6 days before this night, in June, the Texas Rangers and the Tribe are playing down in Texas, and they kind of get into a scuffle. Right. And they asked Billy Martin if he's worried about the fan reaction in Cleveland, what it's going to be like, and he says no, because nobody shows up. Right. Well, so anyway, they had like 26,000 people showed up, and people were drunk. They're streaking. They started running on the field, and then this one guy tries to take Jeff Burrows' hat. Right off, he's on the field. He tries to steal his hat. Anyway, melee ensues. People are fighting, and the Rangers grab their bats. They're starting to chase guys around, and they're helping defend the Cleveland guys against attacks from their own fans, which were probably justified back in '74.
No, let's not confuse this with Disco Demolition Night, where they got all the disco records in Chicago. Bill Veeck had them blown up, and that caused a near riot on the field.
Caused a riot on the field. Yeah, they had to suspend the game. They forfeited. Actually, get this, it was so bad they actually Harry Carey tried to calm the crowd by singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
I don't think that was that pre Budweiser or post Budweiser
Yeah,
for Harry.
yeah.
But the point is being that these things have happened throughout the course of sports, but very rarely do two teammates go at each other. And you're absolutely right. If this had happened to Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, you'd say clearly a drop off. Who's to say this guy is going to replace him? Ryan Fitzpatrick won't be better than Geno Smith.
My favorite quote that came out of this was IK says, "It was never my intention to harm anyone." No, okay. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you there.
But now it's coming out that Geno Smith may have pointed a finger in his face, and so the facts are coming out. The point being, my Patriots look like they have another easy road to the AFC title.
All right, it always comes down to this. All right, so at the end of the day, we're going to check out here. You want to give you like a standing 10 count or something?
Please do. My car needs a KO count.
All right, okay. If anybody wants to offer a good deal on car repair,
give me a buzz.
Give them a buzz.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
We'll see you guys.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.